Welcome, beautiful soul family. It is Annette, aka Shorty Love, and in today's light language clearing, I have been guided to do a light language for karma clearing and also karmic loops and karmic cycles that you may find yourself in. For this particular healing session, I have again utilized the energies of the Shri Yantra, which is one of the most powerful yantras when it comes to removing obstacles, removing any negative energy, and helping to uplift you into the highest, purest possible vibration. The sacred geometry within this particular yantra is so powerful that it can literally assist you in any area of your life where you may be finding difficulties, and it does house the energy of all the goddesses and gods and all the different forms that it comes in. So I would highly recommend that throughout this entire channeling session, you focus on this yantra and really absorb the energy of the sacred geometry that is coming through it, and really set the intention that it is assisting you to release you from any karmic cycles, karmic loops, and any karma that needs to be cleared from your life, any nishkarma, which is negative karma, anywhere that you created your own karma, which we all do, that does not serve you to your highest good or that was not in the highest good of others. Just set the intention that the energy of this yantra is helping you to clear that out and helping you to create good karma for yourself, for this world, and for others, and for any lifetimes and generations to come. So first we'll start off with what is karma. Karma is something that has been understood in ancient Vedic traditions, yogic traditions, in the Gita, in many traditions, in all different religions. It is widely understood and accepted as something that we do or something that we create that has a certain effect or an outcome. So similar to the law of attraction, what we put out is what we receive. The important thing to realize about karma is that we're always doing karma. So whether we're sitting down, whether we're breathing, whether we're walking, whether we're doing absolutely nothing, we are still doing karma. So therefore we are still creating karma while we are on planet Earth. It is inevitable that we will be creating karma. There is not really a way that you can create no karma. Even if you are a yogi, even if you are enlightened, you are still creating karma by simply existing. But there are ways of creating less karma by actually tapping into your energy field in such a way where you are aligning with your energy, where you are only creating pure positive energy or a very neutral 0-point energy field. So a lot of yogis, a lot of masters, a lot of enlightened beings were able to attain a specific state of being where they were creating less karma for themselves, and therefore they were able to really hold themselves in such a way where their vibration was high enough to actually leave the physical vessel without leaving any sort of physical material matter behind. So completely transcending the body, and there's no physical body or evidence of the physical body being left behind, specifically because they were able to reach such a high vibrational state of being that they could completely just dissolve and evaporate and become energy. So even something as simple as breathing, when you are breathing in the oxygen, you are taking in what the trees and the plants are giving you. And as you are exhaling, you are releasing carbon dioxide, and you are giving that to the trees and the plants that need it to survive, and therefore you are creating good karma simply by doing that. There are various forms of karma, so there's obviously negative karma and there's positive karma. So when we're creating negative karma, which is nishkarma, it can happen in the form of doing the wrong thing intentionally, even when we're unconsciously doing something that's hurting others or hurting ourselves in some sort of way, causing self-harm, causing abuse to ourselves and others, when we're putting out things that are of a negative nature or judging, blaming, creating resentment within ourselves towards others, even when we're doing something where we may perceive that we're doing the right thing and we're giving to others, if we're not giving with a clear, cleansed heart space, if we're giving with ulterior motives, then you're creating nishkarma, which is coming from a nishkam bhav, which is also meaning, you're doing it from a space that is not pure. And so it is imperative that with anything that we give it with a free and open heart. And there's a beautiful affirmation for this. I give and receive love freely. I give and receive abundance freely. I give and receive healing freely. I give and receive love freely. I give and receive abundance freely. I give and receive healing freely. These types of affirmations will help you to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you're able to do things consciously, you're able to give consciously, you're able to receive consciously, and you're able to really bring that energy of gratitude, oneness, and unity consciousness into all that you do and give. In saying that, when we are creating good karma, we are walking the path of karma yoga, which is a form of yoga where you don't have to really do the physical postures and the physical practices, but it's about what you give and how you give in the world, and it's considered one of the paths of spiritual liberation. So it teaches us to act according to our dharma and without being attached to the fruits or the personal consequences. So karma yoga is considered to be unselfish action. It's when we give freely. It's when we give without being attached to the fruits or the personal consequences or waiting for something in return, but we give with a pure open heart. We give knowing that no matter how much we give, we will always be cleansed, we will always be purified, and we will always continue to receive and be refilled by the universe, specifically because what we're giving is coming from a space of purity, it's coming from a space of complete detachment, and it's coming from a space of understanding your path, your purpose, and that the more that you give, you will definitely infinitely receive. But you are not doing it from that space, you are doing it simply because you feel on a deep soul level that this is your calling, this is your path, and it is your birthright to give. Again, with all things law of universe, whatever you give, you will receive tenfold. Whatever you put out, you will always receive. So when you begin to walk the path of karma yoga, you begin to understand that the more you're giving, the more you're actually refilling your cup, the more you're actually refilling your vessel to be able to give more and more. And you'll never run out, fam. You will never run out when you give. You will always continue to receive, but you must be open to receiving. And the way to be open to receiving is to have an open heart when you give. When you give from a space, knowing that it's going to benefit others, not worried about the fact that, others may outdo you or outgrow you or anything like that, but just knowing that this is part of your path and your purpose and your calling, and you focus completely on that, then everything else aligns to fall into place for you and work for you and with you. If you're somebody who believes in reincarnation, and for myself on a personal level, I have been gifted the ability to see into my previous lives and other realities and alternate dimensions. So therefore I understand why a lot of the things that have happened to me in this lifetime and in this particular reality have actually taken place. So if you're somebody who believes in that, then you will know that a lot of the things that you did in previous lives, you might have been an emperor in a previous life who was a king, and you looked after all of the people and you helped all the people, and you were a loving, high vibrational person, and people could actually depend upon you. People actually looked up to you and respected you for all that you gave and all that you did. But in another lifetime, you may have been an emperor who was the complete opposite, who utilized your power as a form of control, as a form of domination, as a form of trying to be number one and be better than everybody else. So it really does come down to whatever we created in those lifetimes, those things have carried on in this lifetime to be healed and to be cleansed and to be purified, so we can really bring it into a neutral state and begin operating from a higher vibrational space, begin cultivating a higher vibration, so we're not continuing to create karma for ourselves in this lifetime and then going into another reality and then taking that karma with us. It's actually the karma that makes us heavy. It's the karma that makes our bodies heavy and helps us to stay grounded. So we have to continue to do, we have to continue to breathe, we have to continue to exist, we have to continue to be here for as long as our soul wishes to be here, for as long as our soul knows and understands that we still have something yet to do on planet Earth. But having said that, the type of karma you create will either make you lighter in your being or it will make you heavier in your being, depending on which side of the spectrum you fall on, which side of the spectrum you're creating from, and what type of energies that you're creating from. So the more you can create good karma, the more you can do your spiritual practices, cleanse your body, heal yourself, mind, body, and soul, do mantras, do healings like this, do meditations, do your yogic practices, do your prayer, do the things that actually make you feel light in spirit, the more you're actually assisting yourself in clearing and cleansing the karma just by doing these types of things. So if you have carried on karma from your previous lifetimes, or you've taken it on in your DNA from familial karma, ancestral karma, generational karma, then simply doing things that are in alignment with your highest self and your highest purpose and potential is already helping you to release some of that karma and clear some of that karma out. So another way that we can actually unconsciously create negative karma for ourselves is when we're holding on to these feelings, low vibrational feelings of hostilities, anger, grief, rage, sadness, sorrow, resentment, and we're suppressing these feelings. We're not actually healing them or dealing with them. And what tends to happen is these feelings end up manifesting as some sort of a sickness or illness or ailment or disease within our body, or we end up manifesting an accident of some sort or some type of physical evidence of that energy being within us. Even though it may not be visible on the surface, we end up manifesting it in some way, shape, or form physically. So it is imperative that we become conscious of this and we go in and we heal those patterns, programs, and conditions and any grief and trauma that we've suppressed, so that we have the ability to release ourselves of anything happening on the physical or on the outside that would reflect what's going on inwardly. And what we start to attract on the outside becomes great health, wealth, peace, prosperity, amazing relationships, amazing types of work that you love to do, things that you actually feel aligned to, and things that are to your highest good. The more you can focus on the higher vibrational aspects of yourself and delivering from a clear space, the less heavy you're going to get, and the less you're going to have to carry more and more of that stuff with you, and the more likely you are to actually be able to liberate yourself in your chosen lifetime, in your soul's chosen lifetime. Like I say, there are multiple timelines, multiple realities, multiple dimensions that we exist in simultaneously. And when we can really work with the one that we're consciously aware of at the time, so for example, you're consciously aware right now that you're on planet Earth and that you're living this particular life, whether it's an illusion, whether it's holographic, whether it's just one of many realities, this is the one that you're conscious of. So if you can consciously start to work on your energy in such a way where you're taking responsibility and accountability, and you're actually becoming aware of your actions, your thoughts, your words, the things that you think, the way that you speak, the way that you deliver, the energy output that you're putting out due to the energy that you have within, then you're able to really start to shift some of this karma and this karmic so-called debt, as they say, and shift it into a positive. Now your bank balance is going upwards. Now you're going into a positive. You're going into a surplus of energy, going into a state of credit as it becomes an asset for you because you've learned how to utilize your energy. Another thing is, when we even just think negative thoughts towards others, we may not verbalize it, but if we're thinking it, if we're holding resentment within ourselves, if we're constantly recreating that same pattern and that same cycle over and over again, that's how we stay on loops. Because we may appear on the surface as if we want to love and we want to give, but if in our thought space we're sending negative psychic attacks and negative energy and negative thought forms towards others, then again that is creating bad nishkarma for ourselves. Others may not see it, others may not be aware of it, but you are aware of it and your soul is aware of it. So the best way to combat this and to deal with this, and I understand it's difficult at times, fam, when you've been through a lot, and most healers have, and most light workers and most people who do end up taking responsibility for their healing, you've been through a lot and you've had to experience these thought forms and these feelings and these programs and these conditions so that you can effectively go in and heal them and learn how to heal yourself and learn how to to heal others, and you can pass that beautiful wisdom and that knowledge and that light and that radiance and that high vibration that you're cultivating onto others and onto the world and onto Mother Gaia to really uplift humanity and uplift all of the beings that are present here on planet Earth. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. So never feel bad about it. Just understand that this is all a learning experience, and we're all learning as we go. And the more we learn and the more we share and the more we help each other and the more we heal, the more we have to give. So as long as we're continuing on this path, even if at times you feel like you're going backwards, you go into the dark night of the soul and you really need to go through those feelings and emotions, it's completely okay. Allow yourself to sit with it, allow yourself to acknowledge it, allow yourself to accept it, so that you can then take action steps towards clearing and cleansing what needs to be purified and become the greatest version of yourself. As a collective, we're beginning to realize that all of this is a learning experience, and karma is a learning experience in itself. It's not a punishment at all. For eons and years, people have looked at karma as if it is some sort of punishment, or it is the universe punishing you or God punishing you for what you have done. And it's not, fam. It simply is a learning experience, and we are here to evolve spiritually and transcend back to the light, but also become enlightened so that we may shed that light while we're still alive, while we're still here. And so karma really helps us to become enlightened. Karma really helps us to understand ourselves and our energy and how we're co-creating our own reality and experiences. Karma helps us to really step out of the karmic cycles and karmic loops and begin creating from a neutral space, from a 0-point field, so that everything that we touch, everything that we create has a positive, fruitful, beneficial outcome, not only for ourselves, but for all that come into contact with it. So when you begin to operate from that space, and when you begin to understand that you're not being punished by anything outside of you, but you are learning yourself, and you are learning that the spirit without is also the spirit within, and you are learning to respect yourself, and you are learning to respect this vessel as it is inside your spirit, but it also houses the energy for that spirit to be able to create and to cultivate through you, then you're able to really start to live your life in such a way where everything you touch turns to gold. Everything you do is blissful. Everything you create is absolutely high vibrational and amazing, because you're starting to realize yourself as the source, as the creator, as part of the oneness of all things. So I would like to invite you all to begin to look at karma as a beautiful learning experience, as something that is taking you even closer to your divine destiny, even closer to your enlightenment, and even closer to your pathway to liberation. So with that said, fam, I hope that this multidimensional conversation and channeled message has assisted you to understand karma a little bit better and a little bit deeper. And there is so much to be said for this particular topic and subject, but it is one of those things that you will automatically begin to experience it, and its significance will slowly begin to unfold and unravel and reveal itself to you when you are ready for it in divine time. And divine time is simply when you are ready. That's when the universe will bring it to you. So for many of you, you are ready for this clearing, which is why you are here today. There are no coincidences. You are always guided and led to exactly where you are meant to be at the right time, and exactly what you're ready to receive. So with that said, fam, I'm going to now recite a mantra, which I will leave in the description box down below if you would like to chant this for yourself. This particular mantra is designed to assist you to clear old karma and negative energies from your field, and then begin creating that neutral point, that 0-point field for yourself. There is also a mantra track that I have linked down below for you. If you would like to listen to that, it will definitely help you to cleanse out and clear out karma. So we will begin by taking a deep, slow breath in. Exhale, release. Take another deep, slow breath in. Breathing in your intention for today. Setting your intention for today's practice and light language healing. And as you exhale, set the intention to release all the karma that no longer serves to your highest good, all the karmic loops, karmic cycles, anything that is blocking you from progressing forward, any karma you have created in previous lifetimes, and anywhere where you are carrying the karma of others that is not to your highest good. Now I invite you to take your attention up to Source Consciousness and see a beautiful golden light streaming down from the sky, coming down into your crown chakra, filling your entire body with liquid, purifying light, cleansing and purifying you of any negativity, toxicity, low vibrations, heaviness, and nishkaram. Cleansing and purifying you of any negative thoughts, negative energies, sicknesses, illnesses, ailments, and diseases, and any programming and conditioning that does not serve you to your highest good. See it all being cleansed and washed away now, going down through your feet and down into the center and core of planet Earth, connecting to Mother Earth's crystalline grid. Allow this light to bounce back up your feet, up your legs, in through your stomach and into your heart space so that you are connected from above and below. Now see this light radiating from your heart to encompass your entire body, shielding and protecting you in a 360-degree orb of light, shielding you from all outside influences and energies, and protecting you with the energies of love, gaiety, happiness, joy, forgiveness, radical peace, calm, strength, divine power, and divine oneness. With each breath in, see this energy radiating bigger and bigger to encompass the entire room and building that you are in. See it expanding further now to encompass the entire city, state, and country that you are in, out past the entire continent, and see it growing bigger and bigger now to encompass the entire planet Earth. Now ask this light to grow bigger and bigger until it encompasses the entire cosmos and stratosphere. You are now connected to your spiritual consciousness and connected to the oneness of all things. We will begin this meditative healing practice with a karma clearing mantra. I will chant this 3 times, and then we will get into the light language transmission. Simply open up your heart to receive these vibrations. Om Mahadevaya Karamatama Paramatama Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Mahadevaya Karamatama Paramatama Shanti Om Shanti Om Mahadevaya Karamatama Paramatama Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Si corocoro shikatara ora patere secaro trocoro sera tara sera no to shuru kotoro tare nataka toro to kwara satata pore ketere ta oshuru to kotoro tara sitiki tare ke tumbare tashakoto kurakata kashakata pambrata terse koro kuchikita karambore sikata hororororororororororororo rakasiket rayakata reketukushukutare sirata katoro sukutore katare sekita karakota tukushukrokota sakatar kabura skita karu sharata kata para sekato truso koto ramata kesikato rosho mara kata pasikata rokate ketirana shakatropo kashekete makata korokota shekete kapokate hina manara sakete pasaka koko kya krasa koto shekina katramata kasekero koshukoto koro matakataka sira makata shokoro pore pishake de rama sakata ropa kate kataro shokoto Trumasakata, Treya Poro Shokotoro Makatara Sekituru, Repete Kishira Nana Musikere Kata Karapu Shokoro Poro Yinyatra Papa Sekete Rosho Potara Pokor Sekata Kata Mishiki Trokotro Sekpakatara Shakato Kutuku Romo Kotaka Shakate Marakata Katoku Robo Koteke Sekata Robot Tora Paka Aramara Kesikata Ropa Katara Pukushoko Toko Sira Katakatara Pokotoko Sira Korobo Krakatara Pisira Katapasoshokoro Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. That was such a beautiful light language clearing, fam. I feel amazing just after having done that. I could feel the energies coming through in the beginning of the galactics and the Arcturians coming in. Then we had some of the ancestors and ancient wisdom coming through and really getting rid of that negative karma, really removing that negative karma. And then we had the angelics come in at the end and the Arcturians to really bring in that high vibrational state of neutral point and really raising and shifting your vibration, raising your thoughts, raising your emotions, raising your being into a higher vibrational frequency so that you're able to create beautiful karma for yourself and others while you're here on planet Earth, and you're able to walk the path of karma yoga and liberate yourself. So I hope that you benefited from this light language clearing and transmission, and again I will leave all the details of the mantras and the links down below that you need. And with that said, take care, stay blessed, stay high vibing, and I will connect with you all shortly. Peace.